Hey Galactic Geeks 7. This is the review from Morgan, and let's get right into it. Alright, so let's start with acting. Acting is really good in this movie, guys. Kate Mara is on point. Toby Kebbell, I think, is the guy who plays Dr. Zola in the Marvel movies. He's really good. Paul Giamatti, for what he's in it, is really good. Everybody in this movie gives a really good performance. That's not the issue with this movie, and there's a few issues with this movie, but that's not the issue with it. Writing is kind of an issue. Okay, so there are parts of this movie where the writing is really strong, and there are other parts of this movie where the writing is really weak. Now, it all kind of just depends on the scene. All the intense scenes, they have pretty good writing, but the in-between moments, subpar to poor. For example, the scene with Paul Giamatti, excellent writing. Very intense scene. You felt it in the air. Everybody in the theater was quiet, like, oh boy, what's going on here? But then, it kind of falls off during action sequences, or between action sequences, or just in general. Some of this movie writing wasn't great. Next, we have score. Same kind of thing. It's a decent enough score. It's not annoying. It's not in your face, but it's good in moments, and sometimes it's not 100% hit, but it's a movie score. This movie was directed by I can't remember his first name, but a Scot. He is Ridley Scott's son, and I think it's good so far. Ridley Scott was a producer or an executive producer. Don't remember which, but it makes sense that he would produce his son's movie, and it's like I said, guys, it's not a bad movie. Just the writing could have been better in certain parts, and there are a few things that I would have fixed. One of those being the scene in the trailers where pretty much all the scenes in the trailer. When I went in, and maybe I'm alone in this, except the people I went with thought this too. We thought Morgan was going to be kind of, how do I put it? Telepathic. We thought she was going to be telepathic. Based on all the stuff you see in the trailer, it looks like she pushes Paul Giamatti across the room with her mind, and other stuff like that. But then when you get in the movie, it turns out she just jumps across the table and, pushes him and kicks him and stuff, and it's not that it's bad. And it works really well. The hand-to-hand combat scenes in that movie are really good and stuff. It's just, I went in expecting one thing and I got another, and in the moment it was kind of disappointing. Overall, looking back on it, it's not disappointing, but it was at the time. And maybe that's editing. I think that's just trailer cuts, like someone did a bad job cutting together that trailer. But, I mean, overall, it is a good movie, guys, and the writing may suffer in parts, but the acting makes up for it, and the concept is pretty neat. I like sci-fi movies, and I like these whole genetic creations gone wrong kind of stuff, so that's kind of my cup of tea, sci-fi is, so I'm not in a place to judge. Overall, like I said, it was good, but it's not great. It's probably a 6 out of 10 for me. I'd watch it again, but I wouldn't hunt it down to watch it again, kind of thing. I wouldn't even say it's a TV movie, really, because I don't watch movies on TV, commercials and stuff. But if it was on Netflix and I was bored, I'd watch it again. Having said that, I'm going to move on, end this review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.